And news coming in, BJP may postpone the national executive meet due to the critical condition of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The national executive was scheduled over the weekend. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Ankit Tyagi for more on this. Ankit, you're at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. What are doctors telling you?
Well, a two-line health bulletin there, Gaurav, in the morning. A lot of anticipation. I hope people were expecting some sort of good news coming in there, of some sort of an improvement in the health of the former Prime Minister. But unfortunately, the doctors have said that his condition remains critical. It is same. Nothing has changed from overnight. As you were talking about the BJP National Executive, let me also quickly bring in National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastava. Rahul, BJP senior leaders have cancelled all their programs for the day. Also, the news coming in that there might be a change as far as the National Executive program is concerned.
Yes, Ankit, the BJP is in a wait-and-watch mode. The BJP is awaiting the next bulletin from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, the team of doctors which will log on. All the BJP official programs have been postponed. A lot of government programs have also been put on hold because since a lot of ministers are here, what we can say is that right now the entire BJP rank and file from Kashmir to Kanyakumari is awaiting a word from the All Indian Institute of Medical Sciences on the condition of Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The BJP sources are saying that it will be very difficult for the party to go into the national executive and plan for it, because a national executive is not an ordinary affair. There are hundreds of delegates which come for that meeting, and an agenda is prepared, and the office bearers meet before the national executive to decide the agenda, and that agenda has to be unfolded. And right now I think the focus of the BJP is that. So I doubt, given the condition of Mr. Vajpayee right now, that the BJP may go in for its national executive.
It's quite an emotional time for the Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, not only for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but also many senior leaders from across party line, those who have worked with him, have seen Atal Bihari Vajpayee, all transcending here at AIIMS. They want to come here and, of course, meet the family, get to know about his health. But this is not the same BJP or the NDA that was under Atal Bihari Vajpayee. It has changed. It has come a long way. And the credit, of course, to Atal Bihari Vajpayee and L.K. Advani from 2 seats to where the BJP today is.
Yes, Ankit, it's a huge journey for a political party which was down to 2 seats in 1984. And also remember, the brand of politics that the BJP has pursued over the last 70 years is perhaps a sign that how the BJP has metamorphosed. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, I remember his famous lines that if India is not secular, there is no India. That's the kind of man Atal Bihari Vajpayee was. Atal Bihari Vajpayee on the 5th of December 1992 gave a famous speech in Lucknow, which is still, there is a question mark that was he indicating that there is going to be a demolition next day at Ayodhya. He had said that no anushthan or a ritual is held without clearing the space. There is a flag which he faced for that. But then Atal Bihari Vajpayee also, though the BJP chose him over L.K. Advani as the prime ministerial face, by the time he was handling a coalition of 24 players from across the country, and he needed secularism as a bedrock, the VHP in 2001 had organized something called a Shiladan at Ayodhya, yes, in which Shilas were to be taken to the disputed site. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, at the height of sentiments, sent Mr. Shatrughan Singh, officer in the Prime Minister's office, and Mr. Shatrughan Singh dealt with the commissioner there, the police officials, and eventually a movement led by Ashok Singhal, the VHP patriarch, who in the RSS hierarchy was senior to Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Yes. He had to end his Shiladan Yatra at the Hanuman Gadi point, at the Digambar Akhada, and there it ended. Means the RSS was very unhappy. Why had it happened? But Atal Bihari Vajpayee could harness even the RSS and the strong Hindutva forces. Right. That's where lies perhaps the strength.
Rahul, because you've covered him as well for a very, very long time. The fact from a man who has seen Nehru as a Prime Minister, was a 10-time parliamentarian from Lok Sabha, twice in Rajya Sabha, Prime Minister, first Prime Minister of a non-Congress government to complete his tenure. despite his ideological differences, he was seen as a gentleman politician, a quality possibly a lot of parliamentarians or in the system seems to be missing these days. Despite being the fiercest critic, would also go across and ensure that everybody try and build consensus on most issues.
Yes, if you recall that in 1996, I remember I was in the Lok Sabha gallery and Mr. Thambidurai, who is now the Deputy Speaker and AIDMK member, he rose as the Law Minister of the country in Atal Bihari Vajpayee's Council of Ministers to table the Women Reservation Bill. And Raghuvansh Prasad Singh, who became a minister later in the UPA government, Rural Development, a gentleman, but he went to Mr. Thambidurai, tore all the pages which were for the bill, and Atal Bihari Vajpayee at that moment became the pioneer even as a women reservation bill is concerned. But then after that, he tried to talk to all political parties. I recall that there was a time when he went to Lucknow and he went to Barabanki for a small inauguration, and he found that the village roads were very poor. Now that constituency was not held by a BJP member of parliament. But then Atal Bihari Vajpayee came back, and travelling with him was late Pramod Mahajan. And Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who was always used to think the big idea. He never got his hand dirty into the smaller nitty-gritties. The ministers had great amount of freedom at that time. And he said, Pramod, गाँव की सड़कें बहुत खराब हैं, इसके लिए कुछ करना है. That was an indication enough for Pramod Mahajan to go back to the drawing board, sit with somebody called Mr. N.K. Singh, who is now heading the 15th Finance Commission, and they both came up with a proposal for creating what is the most successful government program today is the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. In that there was a problem. The problem was that where do you get the funds? Now, Mr. N.K. Singh, told the Prime Minister that, sir, एक तरीका है, आप अपना executive powers use करते हुए, you can clear it and then we can go ahead with the fundraising. Atal Bihari Vajpayee looked at N.K. Singh and Pramod Mahajan, didn't say a flinch, and he signed the file. He knew that he may tomorrow face flak, but he signed it.
Is this why today as well, while the former Prime Minister is, literally critical, battling for his life at AIMS here, is this why even those who were constituents of the NDA when he was in power, they still want an Atal Bihari Vajpayee era NDA? That's the message that they also sent to the Prime Minister, current Prime Minister Modi.
Precisely. See, there was a time when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was in the opposition. P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister. They both had wonderful chemistry. It used to be said that both are of the Brahminical order and they both have a great relationship. One was fond of writing, one was a poet. Right. And they used to have these meetings. As I said earlier, Narasimha Rao's books was inaugurated by him. Yes. I remember distinctly a very senior politician in the opposition even today. Once Atal Bihari Vajpayee was very critical of him. Yes. On the floor of the Lok Sabha. That night, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, when this gentleman was settling for dinner, yes, had somebody who from the gate come running, say that Atal Bihari Vajpayee has come to see him. He opened the door, they discussed, and Atal Bihari Vajpayee said that I apologize to the fact that I criticized you. Then you look at the very act that after passing a strong resolution against Pakistan that Kashmir is an intrinsic part of India, he went ahead and drove down a bus to Lahore as a gesture of friendship. He had a setback, exactly, but he drove down.
Gaurav, in the evening we are expecting another health bulletin on the condition of the Prime Minister. But that is, of course, the stature, the persona of the man who is battling for his life, at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences that went across party lines. And that is why you're seeing Mamata Banerjee flying down. We're also hearing that other senior leaders, Rahul Gandhi is expected here. Opposition party leaders also making a beeline here at All India Institute of Medical Sciences to, in fact, see and meet the family of the former Prime Minister.
He indeed was a statesman, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Now, even as an opposition leader, he was sent overseas to protect India's interests. As foreign minister, he'd worked extensively. As Rahul Srivastava was just pointing out, he took the risk of going to Lahore to improve relations with Pakistan. Well, Pakistan did a Kargil, but despite that, he trusted Atal Bihari Vajpayee, trusted Pervez Musharraf, gave him the recognition, gave a military dictator recognition as president of a state, and then once again tried to improve relations with Pakistan. That was something that he really worked on very extensively.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.